Hello everyone, Tim here. This video I have myself an Orbit DVD box to open up as well as a couple other movies. Before I dive into them though, you might have noticed down below, somewhere like there, or the notification, whatever it was, it says my name now. It's just my name. I kept the handle Tim Talks Talkies. That's still my handle, what you could easily put into YouTube and Instagram. But on both those platforms, username-wise, I just have my name. I guess kind of like a mental restart. Not restart. I guess a better way to put it is I'm focusing this year on more than just physical media. I never wanted to be just a physical media channel. Like, I think of physical media as, hey, this is one of the things I love because I love movies. But because I love movies, I also love some of the other stuff, like going to conventions or posters, soundtracks, statues of movie stuff. All these different things are because I love movies, not because I love physical media. So I kind of pigeonholed myself for a while into like, I'm a physical media channel. But like, what the hell is that? Like, what is just a physical media channel? Like, we all have other things that make us us. So yes, I buy discs. I enjoy buying discs. I am going to be way more stringent now, though, on the stuff I buy because I bought some shit over the years. Just some stuff I shouldn't have bought. I'm actually going to be starting to get rid of stuff, which I have not legitimately sold a movie in I don't even know how long. Like, I generally, if I don't like it, it just goes back on the shelf and I continue on. That's not what I am doing. I'm actually getting together a bunch of the stuff and gonna get rid of a bunch of stuff that I don't need in my collection, because my collection represents me and some random Vinegar Syndrome movie or some random MVD movie or something like that that doesn't connect with me. I've watched it or I shouldn't have bought it in the first place. I don't need it in my collection. So I'm going to be trimming some of that stuff. I'll probably do videos to show you guys some of the stuff that's unhauling, not making the cut, staying in the collection, whatever the heck you want to say. But let's dive into this. Before I dive into the Orbit box, I picked up, what is this called? The Garbage Picking Field Goal Kicking Philadelphia Phenomenon. The Eagles are in the Super Bowl this weekend, and this randomly popped up in my feed, and I vaguely remember it, like very vaguely. This does not have DVD. This does not have, it's not on streaming. It doesn't have Blu-ray, obviously. I bought the VHS. I want to rewatch this. Like I said, rewatch. I'm pretty sure I saw this. Like, parts of it looked familiar. But, very cool. It's a Tony Danza, one of those Wonderful World of Disney movies, which a lot of these things never made it past VHS. So, that's a cool purchase. And then we have a LaserDisc for Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, because this weekend I'm going to be going to a little tiny con in this area that is going to have two of the kids from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, so I'm going to get them to autograph for me, and that's about the extra stuff. And then now the Orbit box. Alright, so we got this thing open. I love getting Orbit stuff. I have not been buying near as many movies. I feel like most of my recent movies have come from Orbit. Besides, I have something very big and expensive that's supposed to get delivered, I think, tomorrow, because I never canceled it. That's a whole other thing, but I went through my movies and looked, but let's get this open. Okay, so we got 4 titles here. Pretty excited on them. First one. So, a lot of times my favorite movies, or some of my favorite movies for the year, are the stuff that get nominated for Oscars. Like a pretty fair chunk. Like Dunkirk's one of my favorite movies of all time. I adore La La Land. And there's many, many others that they're nominated movies and they end up being some of my absolute favorites. The Oscars lineup this year, though, is freaking lame. For me, at least. I look at it and it ranges from I don't care to I really am not interested. Like, it is not an enticing Oscars for me whatsoever. So that's slightly disappointing. But one of the titles I watched recently I'm not a religious person at all. I was a little skeptical going in, but I dug Conclave quite a bit. This was a very good movie about selecting the next pope. It's listed on IMDb as like a thriller, and I kind of get it. There's a lot of suspense and intrigue in the whole process of selecting the next pope. A lot of politics going on, who vote for this person, vote for this person. Very enjoyable movie, and something that shocked me, I did not realize this is a PG movie. And when you finish it, it makes sense because there really isn't anything that would push it into the PG-13 realm. But studios do not take advantage of PG a whole lot outside of family films, and this isn't really a family film. A family can watch it, but like little kids will be bored to tears watching this. This is made for adults, but it has a PG rating. It's interesting when some movies are like that. After I found out this was PG, I looked up some other movies that kind of fit into that. Like, it's PG, but it's kind of for adults. And that's amazing, some of them. I didn't realize. Like the movie Leave No Trace. Very, very good movie about a man and his daughter kind of living in the wilderness. Very good movie. That's PG. There's nothing that suggests it should be more, but it's not really for kids either. A kid can watch this. Absolutely. A kid will probably be bored out of their mind. Very, very good movie, though. Looking forward to checking that one out again. I was pleasantly surprised. Next one up, though, we have Red Dawn. Let's open this steelbook up. Gorgeous looking import steelbook. I am going to massively try to cut down on duplicate buying and blind buying and all of that stuff. So even this week, a Shining steelbook came out, a red one that I didn't really care for it. I have a cool yellow one that came out at the Best Buy time with all work and no play, kind of making up the maze. That's a cool steelbook. The red Walmart one, I kind of thought was uninspired and boring. The axe coming through the door for The Shining is the most basic Shining reference that you always see, and it just felt kind of uninspired, and for that reason I passed on it. Old me would have snagged that up right away because The Shining is a great movie. Well, I think Red Dawn is a great movie, and I think this is a great steelbook. So I double dipped. I did not double dip on Shining because I didn't think the steelbook was worthy of it. This I think is. This is a beautiful looking steelbook for a great movie. Absolutely freaking great movie. So heck yes. Let's open that up. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Tons of nice embossing, debossing. Beautiful steelbook. Very happy to get this. This movie is worth the double purchasing, whatever the hell you want to call it. Double dipping. Double dipping. And it's great steelbooks both ways. I really liked the Best Buy one, and I really dig this one. So, really happy with that one. Next one up, I have many, many, many times on this channel said, I'm not a Western guy. Westerns, they're not my jam. I've tried Westerns over and over and over, and there are good Westerns around that I have liked. Magnificent Seven is a magnificent movie. It's good. I like it. It's a good movie. And there are other Westerns that I've liked, but by and large, not my genre. A movie that it's a Western, but it's also heavy sci-fi, which I think is why I like it so much. Westworld. Yes, the Westworld that existed well before that HBO show. Yul Brynner is freaking terrifying in this movie. Westworld is so good. I had just a basic standard Blu-ray version of Westworld, and it perfectly sufficed. There was nothing wrong with it in the slightest. The part of me that's trying to cut back on the extra purchasing did not need this, but I really, really, really like Westworld. This is one of my favorite examples of a Western, and even that, it's still a sci-fi as well. But, come on. There we go. So we got hard box, not the super, sturdy ones, but a hard box. We have a steelbook. Nice, minimalistic. I dig this steelbook. This is a nice one. Open it up. That is the inside. So, very nice. And then in this, the little pamphlet holder things that they throw in, that's going to have all the goodies. We're going to have the photos. It's a really good movie, though, guys. Ooh, these are actually front and back, actually. Realizing that as I'm going. But this movie is absolutely terrifying for Yul Brynner. I mean, it's not really, like, scary, but Yul Brynner, he's like the Terminator. He just keeps coming. So that's them, and then we're going to have a folded up poster that I will do absolutely nada with. But poster, front, back, etc. Check out Westworld if you haven't. And the final title for this, this is the blind buy of the group. And again, trying not to do these. But I have, even at Paramount Presents, I think I'm missing a title. But anyways, Cinematograph. I am completely caught up. I've been buying all the Cinematograph. I've been enjoying all of the Cinematograph. So until I hit that tipping point where I buy a Cinematograph and I'm like, ugh, not for me. I'll make a judgment, but I've been enjoying them. So, I blind bought, Bang the Drum Slowly, which is an early De Niro, it's a baseball movie. Oh, I watched the trailer. I thought it was cool that this got a release. So yeah, Bang the Drum Slowly, Cinematograph. I don't got much to say on this one, besides Cinematograph movies have been quite good. But yeah, that's the 4 movies from Orbit, plus the 2 other things I bought. I've got a big set for something coming in the mail, and I'll have more stuff. So kind of, I guess, to full circle back to the beginning of the video, physical media will always be a part of this channel. So just because, it's just my name now and it's not Tim Talks Talkies, even though, again, that's still the handle, I'm still me. I've always just been me. I've never tried to really push being, I'm Mr. Physical Media. You know what I mean? Like, I've never gotten a review copy. I've never dabbled into that space. I've never tried to do anything with studios. I've never tried to, push that I'm Mr. Reviews for everything in general. I'm not a news source. I've never been a news source. Occasionally I'll post about something if it excites me news-wise, but I've never been come to my channel for the latest breaking news in physical media. I've never been any of that stuff, really. I'm just Tim that does what Tim wants to do and shows what Tim wants to show. So, like, I'm buying the movies I like. I show the movies I like. If there's something interesting to talk about, I talk about that. And kind of like, I like going to cons. I want to do more filming location stuff, different trip stuff. We're booking a trip. Well, we already have booked a trip to California. I've got tickets to go see John freaking Carpenter on Halloween. That's exciting. That is super exciting. John Carpenter on Halloween night. I get to watch him play Halloween on Halloween. I get to meet up with Huck and Mike. Just click off a whole bunch of the movie fan stuff I've always wanted to do. Movie studio tours, the Academy Museum, a whole bunch of cool stuff like that. I've got a lot of other, movie-related destinations I want to go to. You'll see a lot more of that type of stuff on the channel over the course of the year as well. And like I said, I've never been just physical media is like all I could talk about. I just love movies. I guess that's what all it just boils down to. I just love movies. So you'll see different random movie-related content. You will see more card content. My card videos have not really... Not that I expect card videos to do well in the slightest. I don't. But they interest me. They're still related to movies, and I'm going to post them. Whoever wants to watch can watch. I'm just Tim. I guess that could be my new tagline. I'm just Tim. I don't know. I do what I want, post what I want. There are a ton of amazing channels though out there that they do want to be the source of news. They want you to come to their channel first and come to them for reviews and all of that stuff. Support the heck out of people like that. Go for that. Go for that. If you just want to hang with Tim for a little bit, then this is the channel, because no other channel's got Tim. Well, I've been a guest on people's channels, but besides that, the key to a channel is just be you and do what you want. Screw a formula. Don't just review shit because everyone else reviews it, and don't do what other people want you to do. Just do whatever the freaking heck you want. Just be you. That's all I can say. That's all. That's all I got in my video. God, this was a long video. Have a good one. I will see you in my next video, which probably could be very soon, but see ya.